Why didn't Edward VI name his sister Elizabeth as his heir, since they shared the same beliefs? So it is of course completely true that Edward VI and Elizabeth I shared the same faith. They were both brought up as Protestants, same as Lady Jane Grey, whereas their sister Mary was brought up as a Catholic, which was of course the main reason as to why Edward VI's council pushed him to not name Mary as his heir, even though their father Henry VIII quite clearly stated in his will that if Edward VI were to die childless, his sister Mary would inherit the throne after Edward. But even though we know and they knew that religion was the issue here, Edward VI could not simply say, I don't want Mary to be my heir, because then she would return the country to Catholicism. There was no way that the king could say that. They had to make out like the reason he was skipping over Mary was not because of her religion, but because she was illegitimate. And as an illegitimate, she had no right to inherit the throne at all. But in order to do that, they could not simply say that that was the reason to skip Mary, but then name Elizabeth as his heir, because Elizabeth was also declared illegitimate. And this is precisely why he skipped over both his sisters and went straight to the third in line, which was the Lady Jane Grey, since Jane was not only a Protestant, but also a legitimate child. You can read about all this political backstabbing in my book, The Puppet King, which follows the entire life of Edward VI and also focuses on Henry VIII's marriages to Jane Seymour and Anne of Cleves.